You're standing over a tight lie, 30 yards from the pin. The shot calls for a high, soft flop. You open the face, then you suddenly realize your wedge just doesn't want to cooperate. It's a horrible feeling. Today we're looking at the Callaway PM Grind and the MD5, two totally different wedges from the exact same brand.
Welcome back to Golf Gear Showdown, where we put golf gear head-to-head so you know exactly what to buy and what to leave at the store. I'm Mike, here with Jake, and today we're cutting straight through the marketing hype. Every golfer has felt that panic in the pro shop, right? You freeze up while holding a weirdly shaped specialty wedge in one hand and a clean, traditional one in the other. Pick the wrong one, and you either lose forgiveness on full swings or give up versatility around the green. That costs you strokes.
We're judging this explainer fairly across 6 rounds: spin and control, forgiveness, versatility, feel, value, and golfer fit. And make sure you stick around for round 3. We're revealing something totally unexpected about how these actually play out on the course.
All right, let's jump right into round 1, spin and control.
We need to establish the technical baseline here, based on design intent. The MD5 is an absolute spin machine. It was built around Callaway's Jaws groove, featuring a sharp 37-degree wall angle. You combine that with their groove and groove technology for 84 contact points. And common feedback suggests that translates to roughly 500 more RPMs of spin on full swings.
Hold on, you really can't ignore the PM grind here. Based on its design intent, those micro grooves are angled at 20 degrees specifically to grab the ball when the face is opened up. That gives you a massive 39% extra groove surface area.
Okay, fair point. I will agree that on a square face, traditional full swing, the MD5 absolutely spins more. It gets the win there.
I'll give you that, but I insist the PM grind takes the win for the open face battle. When you lay that club completely flat, that extra groove coverage is undeniable.
Moving right along to round 2, forgiveness and misshits.
As an everyday 15 handicapper, I know exactly what a short game misshit actually looks like. We aren't just talking about missing the sweet spot by a millimeter. We're talking about chunking it fat, catching it super thin, and those awful strikes right off the toe. This is exactly where the PM grind shines. Because of that high toe design, it totally saves you when you catch an open face shot off the toe. That might be true in the bunker. However, common feedback suggests the MD5 is vastly better for thin shots struck low on the face. Based on design intent, the higher lofts use a tungsten weight plug to raise the MOI by about 15%. That makes it incredibly predictable on your standard, everyday misses.
I really can't argue with that predictability. I am naming the MD5 the overall forgiveness winner, simply because a thin shot is the everyday golfer's absolute worst nightmare. But don't count the PM grind out just yet. Coming up right now in round 3, we're testing versatility, and the truth about how these two souls handle tight turf is frankly bizarre.
Welcome to round 3, versatility around the green.
The MD5 gives you multiple reliable sole grind options. You've got the S, C, and W grinds, so you can pick exactly what fits your specific swing type. Plus, it has a straighter leading edge that is super easy to align.
Yeah, but the entire design philosophy behind the PM grind is pure versatility. It uses a specific C grind sole with generous heel and toe relief. You can manipulate that face angle all day long, and the leading edge just won't dig into the turf. Add that high toe pulling the center of gravity up, and it's a completely different beast.
Phil Mickelson designed the PM grind to handle 3 specific shots: the knockdown, the hit and check, and the flop shot. Honestly, it delivers on all 3 of those effortlessly.
Completely agree with you there. While the MD5 provides great standard reliability, the PM grind is the undisputed winner of round 3 for creative players.
That brings us to round 4, feel and confidence.
Let's talk about the psychological side of golf. Looking down at the PM grind's highly unusual curved leading edge and massive face can seriously mess with your head. It takes real time to trust it at address. On the flip side, most golfers report the MD5's traditional shape inspires way more confidence. It just looks like a proper wedge sitting behind the golf ball.
Interestingly enough, both wedges use 8620 mild carbon steel, yet they provide totally different feedback. The MD5 feels solid, muted, and responsive, with a very satisfying thud. The PM grind's larger head makes it feel a bit more dense, and some players even call it slightly dead on high-face strikes.
Visuals matter way too much when you're standing over a delicate chip. I'm decisively naming the MD5 the winner of round 4. You just can't beat that traditional feel and the visual confidence it gives you at address.
So that begs the question, is the specialty wedge actually worth the extra cash? We really need to talk about money, and there's a smart shopper move here that most amateurs completely miss.
Welcome to round 5, price and value.
We aren't going to invent fake numbers today, because prices constantly fluctuate. Instead, let's focus on real market realities. The PM Grind is a highly specialized tool. Fewer were made, and the demand among skilled players keeps the premium price higher. So here is your smart shopper move. Always check the secondary market. Because the MD5 was a massive mainstream release, it is vastly easier to find on the used market in fantastic condition compared to the niche PM Grind.
For that reason, I am naming the MD5 the winner for overall value. It simply gives you more performance for more situations without completely breaking the bank.
The MD5 definitely takes the value round, but we still need to figure out which wedge is actually right for your specific game. Coming up next, we have the definitive golfer type breakdown to make sure you buy the right club.
Round 6. Best fit by golfer type. Let's tag team this so no one wastes their hard-earned money. Beginners and high handicappers, grab the MD5. You need that straighter leading edge for easy alignment. Mid-handicappers looking for pure consistency, also the MD5. Mike, budget buyers should definitely hunt down a used MD5. But for the highly skilled, creative players, or anyone who constantly manipulates the face from soft conditions and thick rough, the PM Grind takes the crown for maximum versatility.
Let me give you some insider advice on the biggest buying mistake you can make. Do not buy for the highlight reel. Seriously, golfers buy the PM Grind solely because they want to hit Phil's crazy flop shots. Then they get to the course, realize the weird shape completely messes with their alignment, and they chunk their standard, everyday chips. I've seen guys do it constantly. Honestly, I almost did exactly that myself. Ignore your ego and buy for your typical short game style.
Let's hit a fast, honest, pros and cons list. No brand protection here. PM Grind Pros. Maximum groove area across the face, an incredible C-grind sole from bunkers, and it's amazing on open face flops. Cons. The unusual shape takes real time to trust, it can feel awkward on standard chips, and it's much harder to find used. MD5 Pros. Elite jaws spin on full swings, a traditional shape that inspires confidence, multiple grind options, and a softer feel. Cons. Less groove coverage on the toe, a bit less open face versatility, and that chrome finish can glare in bright sun.
The final verdict. It's time for the final recommendations to settle this head-to-head explainer once and for all.
Best overall for most golfers, Callaway MD5. Best value and best on the used market, MD5. Best for greenside artists and highly creative players, PM Grind. To put it simply, if you hit standard chips and pitches, get the MD5. If you love to open the face and paint pictures around the green, bag the PM Grind.
So which wedge actually fits your short game? Drop your handicap and your pick in the comments below.
We really want to hear what you're bagging, and get ready because next time we're bringing the heat with the TaylorMade High Toe versus the Titleist Vokey SMH Showdown. Make sure you hit that subscribe button for Golf Gear Showdown so you can keep making smarter buying decisions.